It is time for more Homeschooled. We welcome in Marc Malusis and John Harper. Harp, we're going to start with you. We'll get to the bats in a second, but first we got to talk to deGrom. How do you think the Mets should handle him right now?
This is tricky, Michelle. He said himself just the other day that all injuries he's dealt with were all from hitting related, swinging the bat related. This one is definitely is pitching related, and you got forearm tightness. That's often a precursor to Tommy John, which he's had, but it's been 10 years or so. So they're going to have to be really careful here. But you know what? He's very careful himself. I don't think he's going to take chances with it. So until there's no pain in there at all, I don't think they're going to let him go ahead and proceed. Now Rojas says he's doing better, which is a good sign. But I think they're going to be very cautious here. So I don't know how soon we'll see him, but they're not going to just throw him out there and hope for the best as they did with some of these other injuries, trusting him because it was more swing related. This is more pitching related. Going to be extra careful, I think.
Yeah, you make a good point. Moose, speaking of another pitcher working its way back, how soon would you bring up Carlos Carrasco? Do you think he needs more rehab starts?
Yeah, I know he didn't look great the other day. Last night he gave up the 3 home runs and 1+ innings of work. So that's not exactly good. But, I'm going to lean on the history of what Carlos Carrasco Cookie has been as a major league starter, and that's been really good. He's pitched in impactful games for the Cleveland Indians. He has yet to make his debut here in a Met uniform dealing with that hamstring injury. So he's been dealing with that for a while. I think right now desperate times call for desperate measures. I know the Mets are pursuing a pitcher when it comes to the MLB trade deadline. We'll see if they go out there and acquire one. But, I think Cookie Carrasco can be impactful on this team. I think as long as he is healthy and they feel like he can go out there and give them a representable start. I don't know if I necessarily need to see him go out there and dominate down in the minor leagues in another rehab start to me feel that he is all systems go. He's a veteran pitcher. He's been around the majors for quite some time. He's got the resume and he's been a successful pitcher. So as long as he's good to go, Michelle, I'd give him the ball as ASAP as soon as he's ready to go on the major league level.
Totally agree with you. All right, Harp, good road trip for the Mets offense. How confident are you that they can do it at home starting Friday against Toronto?
Semi-confident, Michelle. You know what? They haven't hit consistently all year, so they're going to have to show people they can do it. I mean, this is kind of the offense that we expected. They're starting to show it now. It's a lot more power lately, and they've hit better at home than they have on the road. But still, they've gone on long stretches this year where they haven't hit, especially in the clutch. So they need to continue getting big hits from Dom Smith, Pete Alonso, and now you got Nimmo back and even J.D. Davis. And Conforto's, to me, is a huge key. He's got to have a big second half for them. But they're going to need to score runs because with all these pitching injuries, until they make trades maybe at the deadline, get deGrom back, there's going to be days when the offense has to carry this team. So I would expect them to hit, but can't be ultra confident until I see it, Michelle.
Yeah, sustained success. I mean, I think that's what you look at when you look at this lineup. It's an uptick. You've seen an uptick around Major League Baseball since the crackdown on the spider tack and the sticky substances across the entire sport. So, the Mets have kind of gone hand in hand with everybody else in Major League Baseball. Now the lineup's gotten healthier. We know Conforto can run hot and cold. You look at, whether it be Alonso, whether it be Dom Smith, getting J.D. Davis back in this lineup. Yeah, I just didn't think the Met lineup was as bad as they were in the first half with the lack of production. So they were due for an uptick here. I think that uptick will continue. And as Harp mentioned, rightfully so, until you get deGrom back and maybe Carrasco, maybe an added starter before the MLB trade deadline, with how taxed this bullpen is and really where they're searching for kind of guys to give them starts, the offense is going to have to pick up the arms on this team right now. And I think they're capable of doing. The talent is there. It's a matter of the production, and I think you'll get it.
Yeah, you make a great point with the regression to the mean. The Mets really just need everything to come together at once. Thank you guys so much.